We got one, we got two, we got three different knives we're going to be going over today, guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Miguel, EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out these three different knives, starting with this one. Links to all these down below in the description and pinned comment. It does help out the channel when you use those links, but it's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. That being said, guys, this new knife, or actually this knife right here, is up for pre-order, and this one's coming from a new brand, right? No pun intended. Came out of nowhere, and it's just really been making an impact here. So the Marshall Design Works Graviton here, and this one I believe is the Space Dust model. Really quick, we do have additional standoffs hardware in the box, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Kubi is the OEM here. But yeah, a new brand from two brothers, Ryan and Sean, who are, you know, just working on this passion project after hours, after their regular jobs. And, you know, if you're looking for a nice company here to support, if you like what this one stands for and what they bring to the table, absolutely one worth considering. This one is up for pre-order right now, and I'll go over some more details here as we go. This is the black G10 version. We have a crown back spacer here. I'm getting no pull. We do have a wire deep carry pocket clip. Doesn't seem to be reversible for some reason. Maybe the production one will be, right? Just doesn't really make sense to leave out lefties when you could just make a cutout here on the show side. Front flipper deployment, and we have a folder here, extensive jimping. So without further ado, let's go front flipper first. If you're ready, I'm ready. Bam, right? The one thing that really stood out to me on this one right off the bat was the geometry on the blade. Savage warning sheep's foot blade, if you know what I mean. We do have a dual finish on the blade. We got a horizontal satin finish and also a bead blasted sort of stonewash finish on the bevel on the grind here. It is a hollow grind, right, which I absolutely love as well. My kind of sauce. I love that it's a straight edge. I love warnies and sheepfoot, so this one here is right up my alley, to say the least, man. That geometry just looks so good. It is going to be a liner lock, so we have a liner here with a good, what is that, maybe 20% or so on the lockup. Good access from the show side here, very nice and easy to disengage. All right, love to see that. And as far as the drop shot action here, again, this one is a prototype, but reach around is good. We got the, of course, front flipper feels nice, good, nicely dialed. Yeah, Kubi definitely doing a good job here. Side of the index finger, that also feels really good. And of course, we got this massive folder here. So I'm able to get a full purchase here with my average size hands, right? Able to get a full grip, plenty of handle still left. And if that wasn't enough, I mean, they got the whole EDC community figured out here with this finger choil, right? Feels nice to forward choke on there, get more control of the blade. And also a good plunge grind situation here. You should definitely be getting plenty of sharpens out of this guy here for some good time to come, no doubt about it. That's the way to do it. So really, really good recipe here for this particular design, the Graviton. And there are other versions available, the Kairos and the Void. And I'll put some pictures up on the screen here so you guys can see the differences between the two. I believe this one is the more affordable one. I should probably be getting some of the other ones in, some of the other prototypes in, so you guys can check them out as well in future videos. But again, this one is on pre-order right now, links down below, and you can use code MiguelEDC for 5% off, right? Code MiguelEDC for 5% off. Again, if you like the design, you want to support an up-and-coming brand, Marshall Design Works, absolutely check this one out. I gotta tell you, it's making an absolutely great first impression for sure. But hey, we got two more to go over here. This one is the Tuya Calico, and I'm assuming this is Dave Warren's handwriting right here. Designed by Andy Theo, M390 3.25-inch blade, two different blade shapes and three colors. So there you go, man. Written by the man, the myth, the legend, Dave Warren. And I do have a discount code for Tuya knives. Code MiguelEDC gets you 10% off with Tuya knives. Let's see what the Calico, right, Andy Theo design is all about. Oh man, oh man, oh man, this one's looking good, you guys. When you get something on one of these cases, you know you're getting something solid, something nice. So let's find out together what the Calico is all about. Bada bing, bada boom. For starters, I gotta tell you, I love the worn titanium sort of finish to it. I'm digging that. Haven't seen that for a minute. And also, it helps you, at least me personally, It helps me kind of not really worry about the titanium getting scratched. If it gets scratched at some point, it's already sort of built into the design. So this whole sort of stone-washed titanium feels nice. You have a nice non-milled bolster section. Got this line here, and of course you got the micro milling, which just looks so good, right? Beautiful micro milling going on there. So we got a titanium pocket clip here, which does not seem to be reversible. I'm not sure if they make a lefty version or not, but we have also a matching titanium backspacer. Check that out. That's looking good. And here we go. Looks like we have a fuller deployment. No back flipper, no front flipper, right? Just fuller deployment for the win here. So let's go ahead and send it and see what happens. Oh man, check that out, right? Very classy design here, right? As you would expect from Andy Theo, I believe. We checked out one other design from Andy in the past. So I remember the Anchor little design logo right there. That's looking clean. Also very minimal billboarding. The Tuya logo right there in the corner, and that's about it. Let's go ahead and give it a nice little wipe here. Right, just kind of give it the attention it deserves here, right? Make it as pristine as possible. I want to say borderline belt satin finish, but not quite. So it's got a beautiful satin finish all the way around. That is absolutely a flat grind, in case you're wondering. It looks to be a clip point blade, right? Drop point or clip point. And of course, you got that fuller there for deployment. Plenty of belly here for tabletop cutting. That's going to come handy. Flat grind is great for slicing as well. So, and it is a frame lock. So let's check out the lockup here, right? Steel insert for steel on steel contact. That is about maybe 20% or so lockup. Looking good. Decent access from the show side. Let me see. Okay, nice and easy to disengage, as you would expect. And then on the drop here, a little bit of a shake shutter, but got the Spidey flick there. I'm just kind of dialing it in here to see how that works. All right, there's your detent. All right, detent feels good, not too strong, not too weak. And I can also, can I thumb deploy it? There we go. Yeah, you absolutely can. Thumb deploy here. All right, let me get it right. Get it right, Miguel. Get it right. Again, just checking out this, checking out this knife for the first time. You can also do the very good old classy slow roll, right? You can pinch it here with both middle and thumb, and then just finish opening it here with your thumb. And yeah, just slow roll it, nice and classy. Good alignment there, smack in the middle. I mean, the design overall is a very nice and classy design, right? Handle gets a little bit thicker here towards the back. That makes it nice and comfortable on hand. I feel the pocket clip a tad bit, but nothing crazy. I'm going to go solid 9 out of 10. So that feels good. Able to get a good grip there. Full 4-finger purchase. So overall, I mean, very nice, rock solid, classy design here with very minimalistic approach, if you ask me, but also very tastefully executed, if you know what I mean. So the Calico Jack, right, from Tuya Knives. Again, Andy Theo design, M390 steel. Yeah, man, this thing is looking really, really nice. So that's 2 out of 3. Let's go ahead and check out what the last and final one is all about. Here we go from Maxace. Did we save the best for last? Did we not? I don't know. We're about to find out together here. So let me break the seal. All right, do we have any hints what we're looking at? Let's just get in here and see what we have, right? Kind of like the whole surprise factor with Maxace knives. We got sort of like a credit card looking card there, and then we have some paperwork here at the bottom also. And I do have code Miguel EDC, gets you $15 off with Maxace. So these are all linked down below. Again, code Miguel EDC gets you $15 off. So, ooh man, here's a knife, ladies and gentlemen. We have on the opposite pocket here, we have a wiping cloth and some additional hardware, and otherwise a pretty large knife pouch here. But let's go ahead and take a look at the knife here, shall we? Oh man, oh man. Let's see what this one here is all about. By the way, my neighbors just decided this would be a great time to mow the lawn, so hopefully that's not coming through the video. But the name on this one is the Peregrine 3. And we got carbon fiber inlays here on the handle. Let's get a closer look, because that's looking rad. Titanium here. Yes, we do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And even this titanium also has kind of like a worn finish to it. Right, the carbon fiber inlays sit nice and flush, as you would expect. And then we have this interesting line going to the middle here with a nice little sort of oval shape, which I'm thinking of perhaps I could put some tritium inlaid in there, possibly. That'll be kind of cool. After all, I do have some tritium sort of glow-in-the-dark little, maybe not tritium, but some glow-in-the-dark tubes here that I can cut and make it custom if I wanted to, courtesy of my friends from Blade Grips. But anyways, I got carried away there for a second. So the fit and finish is looking good. This thing is looking wide and rad here, as you would expect from Maxace. Check out the lanyard solution back here. That's tastefully done. Part of the backspacer. Nice and crown backspacer. Right, beautiful lanyard solution there if you're a lanyard person. Titanium pocket clip, as you would expect as well. Hardware is steel, right? So I'm getting a pull there for the hardware. Not so much on the pivot, only a little bit. And also no pull on the thumb studs, so that's looking nice as well. The thumb studs are finished on this sort of glossy black, almost looks like DLC. That's looking very interesting. And of course, you got a front flipper here with good jimping. Doesn't wrap all the way around for some reason. That would have been nice if you ask me, but thumb studs and front flipper are the two deployment options. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's see what this blade is all about. Bam. Oh man. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we got something here. We got something special here, no doubt about it. Oh man, hold the phone. What are we working with? We got different sort of finishes going on, different levels, right? Different lines and whatnot. I mean, that is insane. So for starters, it looks like a horizontal hand rub, right? It looks like. And then we got this other line right here, right? That line there looks pretty neat, right? It's going to be a beautiful drop point blade with a flat grind. We got a big old Maxace logo here on the show side. Kind of makes it a little bit borderline billboardy, if you know what I mean. This little, this logo right here, that alone would have been sufficient without the whole Maxace all the way through. But all right, so check this out. The steel on this blade is CDP-189. I haven't really experienced that steel before. The HRC is 64 to 66. So I'll probably put like a snippet on the screen there to give you more or less a ballpark where this one lands as far as some of its qualities. Again, CDP-189. And there are different models for the Peregrine 3. There is the MM45A, which is this one here, right, with the shredded carbon fiber inlays. There is the B, C, and D versions. And it just basically gets bougier and bougier from there, right? More premium materials, a Damascus blade, a whole combo. So I'll put some pictures on the screen here so you guys can check them out as well, get more or less a ballpark idea of those other models. And of course, the price also goes up a little bit on those other models as well. Now it looks like we have solid titanium handles on here, no liners anywhere, and there is no milling also done to these. So that seems very intentional to me. So they're not going for the most lightweight knife out there in any way, shape, or form. This one, they want it to just feel, right, like a overbuilt heavy knife. And I want to say we don't have ball bearings on this one. That is why we have a little bit of a shake shutter close. I want to say borderline, you're probably better off just closing it with your hand here because there are no ball bearings. So washers on this one, right? It's a bit of a different experience there. Thumb deployment feels good. Let's reverse flick it. There we go. Again, you gotta kind of, you gotta sort of break the washers there a little bit. They are brand new, so they are going to take some time to break in, if anything. Now, it being a frame lock and all, we have a steel insert for steel on steel contact, and that's going to be about maybe another 15 to 20% or so on the lockup there. Not necessarily a cutout on the show side, but very nice and easy to access, pushing down into the left here to disengage. That's not a problem at all. Now, of course, the handle is going to be pretty good on the ergos, right? You have the standard grip right here, right, with plenty of handle left. Again, I have average size hands, like I've said multiple times in the video here, and I'm still able to get a full purchase. And it looks like you can very comfortably forward choke on this bad boy here and get some work done. I mean, the vibe I'm getting with this knife is that of a premium piece, right? You got basically this being the entry model of the Peregrine 3, and it just gets fancier and fancier from here. You are looking at a pretty nice and premium feeling knife, right? So I mean, it definitely has its specific audience for it, right? If you're looking for a premium folder to spice up your collection. This one will probably certainly scratch that edge. Check out the alignment there, smack in the middle. Just looking solid through and through. The pocket clip is not reversible, but I mean, that's, again, on a premium knife, right? You don't have the filler tab on this side. I'm not sure if they make a lefty version or not, but and the other thing too is it being a washer approach kind of took me by surprise. But you know, there's plenty of knives out there that are on washers, you know, like pick any Spyderco for that matter, and these break in nicely over time. Could probably also loosen up the pivot a little bit if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna let it wear out or break in all on its own. But let's go ahead and do sort of like a size comparison here, right? Kind of in the order in which we unboxed them. Here is the Calico, Peregrine 3, and the Graviton from Marshall Knife Works, right? Check them out here side by side. It looks like the Calico is the shortest, followed by the Graviton, and last but not least, the Peregrine 3 from Maxace. By the way, speaking of Maxace, this is what I mean by a more minimalistic logo on the blade. And if you haven't seen this thing, this insane knife is the Vortex-S from Maxace. I did a video on this one here on the channel. Where do I even put it? That's the question. Not that long ago. So check out that video if you haven't already. That thing is overbuilt, insane. And yeah, definitely very interesting. Overbuilt on purpose, by the way. So check out the video at the end of this video if you want to check it out and learn more. But let's go ahead and do our scientific cutting test here, shall we? Let's get down to business and see what these are capable of. I got some paper and I got some cardboard, starting here with the Graviton. This one is 154 cm steel, in case I haven't mentioned that earlier. And let's see here. Oh yeah, that feels really nice. Starting with some paper. Oh, absolutely no issues whatsoever. You also have a long cutting path, so even though you got a finger choiler here, you still have a plenty long cutting path, so carrying the cut throughout won't be an issue. For all these, I'm going to be cutting diagonally here on a single wall piece of cardboard. So, oh yeah, hollow ground, also putting in some work. And yeah, this thing is going to be super slicey as you would expect. Again, this one being a prototype, and it has already seen some use from other YouTubers that have already checked it out as well. So let's go ahead and let's check out the Calico here from Tuya Knives. All right, edge feels nice. Let's get some slices. There we go. Got to get that initial bite. And then once it gets that initial bite, you're good to go. Yeah, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, the knife cuts. And for some cardboard here, here we go, left to right. Bam. Bada boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. All right, there you go. Got to be the judge there. And last but not least, the Peregrine 3 from Maxace. Oh man. All right, that feels nice. Getting some good slices there. Able to do some, you know, good cuts on the paper there. Bam. Boom. And last but not least, the cardboard. Oh yeah. Piece of cake. Yeah, absolutely destroy that cardboard there, guys. Rate these in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. 10 being the sharpest, right? You all let me know. All right, guys. Well, there you have them. Again, this one is the Graviton from Marshall Design Works, a new brand making a debut here on the channel. Two brothers working an after-hours passion project, Ryan and Sean. You can use code MiguelEDC for 5% off your pre-order. From Tuya Knives, we have the Calico and Andy Field design. You can use code MiguelEDC for 10% off. And last but not least, we have the Peregrine 3 from Maxace. You can use code MiguelEDC for $15 off. Links to all these down below in the description and pinned comments so you guys can check them out. Prices, availability, and variants. And it does help out the channel when you use those links. But it's entirely up to you and at zero extra cost. Most importantly, let me know your thoughts on these. What do you guys like about them? What do you love about them? Is there anything you dislike about them? Let me know. All feedback is welcome. And also let me know which one is your favorite out of these three. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace.